Lin Zichen happily accepts the offer. Wang Jinhe tells him to come at him with his full power. Without hesitation, Lin Zichen unleashes a single devastating punch to his opponent's massive stomach. The force of the blow is so immense that it sends the enormous Wang Jinhe spinning through the air before he crashes hard onto the floor, knocked out cold. Both classes are left in stunned silence, which is quickly broken by a massive, tearful cheer from the elite class as they celebrate Lin Zichen's incredible victory. A few moments later, Wang Jinhe slowly begins to regain consciousness, completely disoriented. He groggily wonders where he is and what just happened, muttering that the outcome was completely illogical and unscientific. After Lin Zichen's victory, the second-year teacher approaches Yao Yuanfeng, the elite class's teacher. He remarks on how powerful Lin Zichen was, comparing his one-punch victory over Wang Jinhe to a former prodigy named Wu Tiancheng. Yao Yuanfeng replies that while Lin Zichen is strong, he isn't at Wu Tiancheng's level yet, explaining that Wu Tiancheng was a monster who terrified the principal as a first year. Overhearing the name, Lin Zichen walks over and asks his teachers who Wu Tiancheng is. Yao Yuanfeng excitedly explains that Wu Tiancheng was a legendary student from a few years ago. As a first year, he single-handedly defeated the entire third-year elite class, shocking the school leaders. The teacher continues by listing Wu Tiancheng's incredible stats as a first year, a 100-meter dash in 6.12 seconds, a 3.96-meter vertical jump, and a 650-kilogram one-handed barbell lift. He asks Lin Zichen if he is impressed. Lin Zichen smiles nervously and admits he is a little impressed. However, he internally thinks Wu Tiancheng's feats were only on par with the strength possessed during his 6th grade summer vacation. That night, the class celebrates their victory at a restaurant. Teacher Yao Yuanfeng holds up a soda for a toast. He joyfully announces that because Lin Zichen secured their win, the second-year teacher had to honor their bet and pay for everyone's feast. The entire class raises their glasses, cheering for Lin Zichen's performance. During dinner, Lin Zichen is surrounded by his classmates, including Heiyu and Chu Rui. Now famous in school, they are all eager to know his training secrets and add him on WeChat. Lin Zichen finds this new attention a bit strange. Amidst the chaos, he observes that Shen Qinghan hasn't changed. Worried he won't be able to eat, she quietly puts food on his plate. During the celebration, Shen Qinghan suddenly gets a shocked expression. Looking flustered, she quickly tells Lin Zichen she needs to go to the restroom and rushes away. As she leaves, Lin Zichen notes that while some things change, her urge to pee when nervous or excited has remained the same. In the restroom, 2 of their female classmates are gossiping. One complains about how Shen Qinghan fawns over Lin Zichen like a maid, always pouring his drinks and peeling his shrimp. The other agrees, questioning how someone with Shen Qinghan's lack of strength could have gotten into the elite class if not for being his sycophant. She cruelly adds that their relationship won't last, as the difference in their abilities is destined to drive them apart. Unseen, Shen Qinghan overhears their entire conversation and is visibly hurt. However, instead of hiding, she confronts them. With newfound determination, she firmly tells the startled girls that she is not a sycophant. She is his childhood friend. Later that evening, as they walk home, Lin Zichen notices she seems dejected and asks if something is wrong. Looking down sadly, Shen Qinghan confides in him. She explains her mother always said she would grow out of wetting her pants. However, she reveals with frustration that even now, she still has to wear diapers to bed every night. Looking up at him, she says she feels disabled, like she can't even control her own bladder. Lin Zichen looks at a distraught Shen Qinghan and firmly tells her she is not disabled. He gently places his hands on her shoulders to comfort her, explaining that her inability to control her bladder is actually a superpower that hasn't fully developed yet. Shen Qinghan looks up with wide, hopeful eyes, questioning if it's really a superpower. Lin Zichen confirms it, telling her that her natural talent in the water is a manifestation of this power. Intrigued, Shen Qinghan asks if his own amazing abilities are also because he has a superpower. Lin Zichen confidently replies that yes, just like her, he also has a superpower. Excited by the idea, Shen Qinghan wonders what kind of power she might have. Lin Zichen reassures her it will definitely be a very powerful one. However, their path is blocked. A special team in protective gear is cordoning off a building, and an officer with a megaphone instructs the public to stay back while they exterminate rats. Their attention is drawn to the chaos inside. A man in an apron frantically swings a broom at a swarm of large rats, trying to fend off the exterminators. He screams at the officers to stop, pleading with them not to kill his brothers. His face twists in agony and rage as he continues to scream. Consumed by fury, the man charges at the officers, yelling that he will fight them to the death. Watching the scene, Shen Qinghan asks Lin Zichen if the man has gone crazy. Lin Zichen agrees, suggesting he might be mentally ill, though he finds the situation pitiful. He tells her that's just how some people are and that they should go home. Later that night, at Lin Zichen's house, he and his parents are watching a troubling news report. The anchor announces that a young female teacher went missing last week and is still not found. His mother, Zhang Wangshan, expresses her alarm, noting this is the fourth young woman to disappear this month. His father, Lin Yansheng, corrects her, stating it is the fifth. The report continues, showing photos of the missing women, all young and attractive. It issues a public warning for young women to avoid going out alone at night. Worried, Zhang Wangxin tells her son he must not let Shen Qinghan go anywhere by herself. Lin Zichen smiles and promises to look after her. Meanwhile, at a public security office in Shanghai City, the man from the market has been taken into custody. A doctor in a lab coat is speaking with a police officer. The officer asks for the doctor's opinion, wondering if the man is mentally ill. The doctor replies he isn't certain, explaining that he has tried to communicate with the suspect, but the man has remained completely silent. The officer finds this strange, saying the man was screaming non-stop at the market earlier. Suddenly, the officer's eyes widen with a terrifying realization. Both he and the doctor whip their heads around to look at the man, who is now hunched over, surrounded by a dark, menacing aura. Before their horrified eyes, the man begins to transform, mutating into a monstrous, giant, aberrant rat. As the creature grows, the terrified officer screams into his radio, frantically calling for backup and requesting a cyborg team, yelling that the person in the interrogation room is turning into a giant, aberrant beast.
Long ago, there lived.
Thanks for watching. I'm going to see you next video.